Ladies and gentlemen, I've got some tough love, some tough truth for you. I just got some cat food. That is not the tough love. The tough love is stop being a baby, dude. Stick up for yourself, okay? The world is going to pass you by. I've said this a lot of times before in the past, but the world is going to pass you by if you let it. Opportunity, life, just in general, waits for no one, okay? You heard it here from me first. Or maybe somewhere, I don't know, somewhere else. But freaking stick up for yourself. Take the reins on your life, and like I mentioned in Monday's video, only you know what you're capable of. So it's up to you to show that to the rest of the world, okay? Not to come in super hot for the beginning of this video all of a sudden. I'll take a couple steps back. I hope you guys are having an awesome Thursday so far. I'm about to feed my kitty cat. Watch out, baby girl. And I had a badass cardio and abs session on my lunch break, and then I got back and rear shoulders later tonight. Exactly, Ophelia. It's gonna be excellent. Let's get you some dinner. Let's get you some dinner, baby girl. How long has this been going on? I got that song stuck in my head right now. But yeah, if you don't start taking charge of really just yourself, your life's gonna pass you by, dude. You're gonna be that like 28-year-old peaked in high school, living with his parents guy, living in his parents' garage guy. You don't want to be that guy. You don't. I promise you. I mean, of course, everyone knows that you don't want to be that guy. But are you actually doing the steps that it takes to not end up like that? You know. Exactly, Ophelia. You freaking tell him. It takes more than like surfing on Indeed and LinkedIn for 20 minutes and being like, oh, I used LinkedIn Easy Apply and applied to everything. Nobody's hiring for me. No, okay? Stop going through life with this like shotgun approach. At least when it comes to applying to jobs, okay? Sending off just like the most basic smattering of job applications or phone calls, emails, whatever. Life is built around communication. So not just job applications, but whatever the heck you're into or doing or want to do, you're probably gonna have to communicate or talk to somebody, okay? Gosh dang it, I totally just lost where I was gonna go with that, but communicate with somebody, dude, I don't know. I had a really solid ass point there and it totally just fizzled away, but make sure you guys recognize when it's time to put a little bit of gas. No, that's not the quote. When it's time to put your foot on the gas a little bit, okay? It's easy to get lethargic. That's a better word. So don't let that be. Oh, I was gonna say, like, it's easy, or no, I already did say that. It's easy to like be like, yeah, I'm not gonna be the guy that's living with his parents and blah blah blah. But are you actually doing what it takes so that doesn't end up being you? You know? Do you have a budget saved up? Are you looking at apartments? Do you have a potential roommate that you want to, hit up or talk to and all that kind of stuff? Regardless of what your main goal is in life, like if you want to be an actress or you want to be a professional basket weaver or you want to be a cosplayer, a professional cosplayer, if such a thing even exists. Okay, low-key, I have to say, people who are professional cosplayers, I feel like they're just nepo babies or something, because how do you make money? I don't know. Maybe I'm just jealous. I don't know. But are you actually doing what it takes? You know? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. The answer may shock you. All right, we got 1/3 of the can of wet food. Now we're gonna hit it with about a little over an 1/8 cup of some dry stuff. Mix it all in. And Ophelia the kitty cat, you gonna be eating good. Meow. Can you say meow? Yeah, good girl. Yeah, we like to communicate like that. Man, my back has also just been super tight for the last kind of like a week and a half now. It started off with just my lower back, and then I went to a wedding with my parents, and I slept on a pull-out bed for the entire weekend, and then my neck was jacked up, and now I feel like my whole just backside has been in like a limbo state or purgatory of just being sore or tight or feeling knotted. So I've been trying to really focus on actually stretching and warming up and stuff before I lift. I started lifting when I was 17, and I don't think I've ever really warmed up properly. So it's felt nice to kind of actually put some emphasis and stuff into that, some more intention behind my training and everything. Man, do you guys hear this kind of abuse that I have to go through? Jeesh. Go forth, my slave, and make my food. That's what she's saying, by the way. Wow. 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 The little stinker. The saucy wench. Hey, saucy wench. Okay. I've been reading the same book since like December. I'm reading Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. I've talked about it quite a few times. It's very good. It's super duper good. It is also like 1,200 pages though, and I'm about halfway through it. And man, it's taken a while. It's awesome. It's a phenomenal book, but I am almost curious. I haven't looked this up yet, but like The Count of Monte Cristo, which is another popular, really long French originating story from that kind of similar time frame. It was so long because at one point during its conception, the author, Alexandre Dumas, was paid by the paragraph for the newspaper he was writing for. So there's just like certain sections. The book as a whole is great, but there's certain sections inside of it where it's just like, bro, what are we doing right now? I don't need to know the entire history about this church because it relates to the story for 3 seconds. That is like in the case of Victor Hugo and Les Miserables, that's how that book's reading right now. Count of Monte Cristo, honestly, I didn't feel dead at all. I loved that story. That was a phenomenal book. I 100% recommend reading that if you guys have not already. Also, I ate 7 buttered popcorn rice cakes last night. That is a great ass flavor. It's one of those ones where it sneaks up on you. Like you eat it, and it's like, this kind of tastes just like a plain rice cake. There's not really like, and then you get like almost the last bite of it, and you're like, whoa, okay, the popcorn's kind of hidden now. So you got a second one, and then during the second one, you're like, okay, now I get the popcorn, the saltiness kind of like all has compounded from the first one into the second one, and now it's like even better. Ah, dude. So I ate 7 of them last night. And I wish I was joking, but at the same time, I don't really care if I was joking. I mean, it's a rice cake. They're 35 calories. I mean, like 200 and something I had the room for it in my daily caloric budget, so it's all good. I mean, honestly, that's pretty much the video, you guys. Don't be scared to like freaking stand up and speak for yourself. I feel like we're in this like weird world, and I was part of it too for a long time, where it was like you're almost like scared to stick up for yourself. Maybe not because like you'll be like canceled or anything like that, but because you're just like you don't want to hurt people's feelings, or you're a people pleaser, all that kind of stuff, dude. At the end of the day, most people, 99.9% of people, I'm just gonna say 100% of people, only care about themselves. Okay, I'm just gonna be super real. That doesn't make people bad. Like having kids, wife, spouse, all that kind of stuff. That can be a part of who someone is. But at the end of the day, people really only care about what they got going on. You don't need to worry about it. They've got it covered, okay? So when someone asks you, oh, dude, can you please cover my shift at work? Oh, blah, man. Now, if you really do feel like morally obligated to do something for somebody or, you know, that kind of thing, by all means, please do it. Don't be a jerk. That's not what I'm saying. But at the same time, protect your peace. And not in like the bullshit influencer, I'm protecting my peace kind of way. No. Stick up for yourself. Live your life. Progress your life. Okay? That is what I'm trying to say. Protecting your peace isn't about like covering yourself in a blanket and holding yourself up in your room and not talking to anybody. Like how I feel everybody uses that phrase. Protecting your peace is protecting you, dude. Setting yourself up for success. Whatever success looks like in your eyes. If success at the end of the day looks like you being able to comfortably just sit around and watch TV all day, your bills are paid, no worries, that's cool. But there's stuff like steps it takes to get to that point. You don't like just spawn in and you don't have to do anything, you know? Or like someone, or you don't just spawn in and people just get to take advantage of you or something like that. That's not how life works, okay? It's not how your life should work. It's not how other people should view your life. None of that, all right? Stick up for your guys' selves and your lives. I don't even like saying protect your peace because it has such like a freaking stupid influence, like just like dumb blonde, like. And I'm sorry if you're blonde, or I'm not calling you dumb. I'm just saying like it has that stereotypical airheadedness of like protect your peace. No, you just want to be lazy and make everybody else around you suffer. You are insufferable. That is what protecting your peace. That's where that phrase comes from. So no, I'm gonna make a new phrase. The phrase isn't protect your peace. The phrase is create your peace, okay? Create your peace. Like I said, you don't just get this, you don't spawn in and life is just like, dude, life is always weird. Life is always moving, it's weird, there's emotion and stuff that's inside of your control, outside of your control. What I've learned as a freshly 26-year-old man who's been moved out of his parents' house for the last 4 or so years, 5 years now, is you gotta freaking create your peace, dude. You gotta build your life. Go build your life. It is not going to you're not gonna wake up one day and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm moving out and I have this a job all of a sudden and also I'm a famous YouTuber. No, dude, it takes what it takes. I'm gonna fall back on that topic probably every single one of these videos. It takes what it freaking takes, people. God damn it. Shout out Rich Piana. But at the end of the day, no matter what, if nobody's told you today, I'm proud of you, all right? I know, trust me, I know it's not easy to do all of these things that I just said. I'm still trying to do it myself. I feel like these videos, honestly, are me just kind of talking to myself at the end of the day. Trying to, like, emotionally preserve and counsel myself after, like, just like a long work day or whatever. So, hey, I appreciate you guys watching and hanging out with me. I'm going to clean my cat's litter box, do these dishes, pack up my lunch, FaceTime with my girlfriend probably. I don't know. She hasn't texted me back since I got home, so we'll see. Just kidding. But, well, no, I'm not. She actually hasn't texted me back, so what the crap, Camilla, first of all. She's probably sleeping. I don't know. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one later.